Fuck out of here, fool.
This is where you come to be locked in a conversation. Facts, news, opinions, debating on all the latest. Won't say that we the best, just mention us with the greatest. Even words you heard before gon' sound better when we say it. Got my ear to the streets, but my eye to the sky. I look up at the clouds, I'm thankful to be alive. Every day's a special guest, I'm thankful that it arrived. I've been blessed by the best, if you know him, you know the vibes. I've been out here chillin' with my coach G Dillon, who got his own opinions. I let him tell you what is it. Out here kicking more for less, and you don't really wanna miss it. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like with every visit is 10.
Welcome back. We're at you once again. The 1011 Showcast. I'm your favorite host, DJ 1011, my co-host.
G Dillon.
What's going on, G-Ball?
Man, same old.
Same old, man. You know what?
We're trying to get away from this cold-ass weather.
Yeah, man, we had ice, man. Motherfuckers was outside ice skating.
Yes, they were.
Sheets of ice, black ice on the ground.
Yep.
I seen a lot of videos, people ringing doorbells, falling, spinning around like helicopters and shit.
You know it's icy out, so
You don't watch the news though.
Try to do too much.
Hey, niggas don't watch the news. They coming out. First thing I heard, motherfucker saying, "Oh, I ain't know it's supposed to be like that." Watch the goddamn news. Put an alert on your phone. You know I got the weather alert. It be popping up. All of that shit. Hey, before we go any further though, we need y'all to like, comment, subscribe down below. You know what I'm saying? And G Dillon, man, go on subscribe to the page. But yeah, a lot of motherfuckers, man, I ain't know that ice was gonna be out there. I said they been saying it for 2 days. They said it a couple days in a row. It skipped one day and then it came.
And that ground hard as hell. would you fall like that? Woo!
Only motherfucker did well that is kids. Yeah. Hey,
Man.
you 35 and up, you felt that shit. Trust me, kid. You know kids bounce back up and think it's funny and shit. You fall your ass out there, early retirement.
I was taking the dog for a walk, man. I'm walking. I'm like, oh no.
Let's go back.
I'm walking all in the grass now.
Hey,
I want no parts of this.
Motherfucker got there walking like a penguin and shit, trying not to fall and shit. But yeah,
I just I can remember the last time I slipped and fell on some ice, and that was years and years ago.
Yeah, you can't do that now.
So I just know at this point in my life that I'm gonna be fucked up.
You can't go down hard like that. These people going down hard.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, these people going down hard, man. Hitting the elbows and head, snapping back.
I felt like that at work a few years ago, man. Slipped and fell. I mean, like it looked like a cartoon fall. Feet up in the air, flat on my back.
I know you were limping for weeks.
I was stunned. Stunned. I was like, couldn't breathe.
Yeah, we had that ice storm.
None of that.
But we, man, like I said, in Chicago, we been having great weather actually with the cold. That shit shifting, man. Louisiana had got like 6 inches. Atlanta got inches. Houston. Texas, yeah. So it's like the weather shift. Hey, I ain't crying. I take some of their sunshine. But no, man, did you watch the Grammy Awards, man?
I did.
Grammy Awards,
I did.
Man. It was a big night. For the black artists and stuff, man, they had a big night, man. Beyonce finally won Album of the Year.
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar, he won 5 Grammys.
Yep.
Shabuzi, he took home some, I think.
Yeah.
He performed. I know he performed.
I think he might have taken home.
They got a new girl, a new chick, Doechii. She's new on the scene. She won an award, so they did good. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Teddy Swims performed. It was nice.
Yeah, with his fingernail polish on.
Yeah, man, that's the new school shit, man.
But now Beyonce, man, you know, only problem, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know they always say, these motherfuckers ain't never satisfied. Only problem I had with, man, it seemed like they make us go out the box to win one of them awards. We can't just do what we do and win awards. You know, Jay-Z ranted about Beyonce didn't win the Album of the Year all this time last year. He just ranted about it. So that's probably part of it.
You remember when your boy Kanye bugged out when Taylor Swift won.
But all the sisters I know that are real Beyonce fans that listen to it, they don't even like the album because it's a country album. So now she won Album of the Year. Them other good albums she put out wasn't good enough. She had to go country.
So it's a couple of ways you can look at that because think about it, Album of the Year. That's in all the music and all the world.
I get it.
So we know like somebody like Taylor Swift is just on a whole nother level. So the amount of people who are going to download her song in comparison to even an artist like Beyonce. Beyonce big, but is she that big?
She global, not big as Taylor, I don't think, but she's a big global icon.
Just in general, but now she brought out a different type of album that increased her footprint.
But she lost her black people though. You going right into what I'm saying though. You finna go right into what I'm saying. You finna go right into my argument.
Maybe their influence ain't what they think it is.
That's what I'm saying. You finna go. So it's like you got to step out the box from your norm to win this shit. Or you got to be belittling each other. And where I'm going with the Kendrick shit. Kendrick done made so many great songs. I think he got 1 Grammy. He got 5 for dissing Drake. Y'all gave him 5 Grammys for dissing another black man. Now belittling him, calling him a pedophile and shit. Is that what y'all want and shit? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick got so many great songs. He never won Grammys like that and shit.
Just all you have to do is just some simple math.
Okay.
How many people in the United States?
I don't know, man.
350 million.
Okay.
I think the last I heard is 30 to 40 million black people. All right, so
that's a small number.
So
it ain't small,
so
but
say you drop, say out of that 30, 40 million black people, say you got 20 of them that's regular listeners. Okay. All right, so say she came up with this country album. So say she dropped 5 million of them. Okay. But then she picked up 20 million white folks.
Them white people knew who Beyonce was. All right, that's bullshit. Them white motherfuckers knew who Beyonce was. It's Beyonce.
They may have known who she was, but were they buying her records?
I don't think they bought them because if we pull up the numbers, I bet you they ain't gonna outsell other albums she had.
You don't think so?
Well, I think it was just the country demographic. Like, okay, that's what the fuck we want to hear. We'll give you album of the year now. That's my feeling about it.
But then you have to, and I'm just talking off the top of my head because I don't. But doesn't the Academy votes for the album? So how do how does that tie in? And what are the criteria that they look at? Just the voters in the Academy.
Right. I mean, like you said, they gonna say criteria, but they, we can vote on somebody, but you know who you got in your mind. Like you said, motherfuckers. I vote for Kamala just because I voted for her, because I like her. I voted for Trump just because I like him. They don't even give you no merit behind. Of course, I'm sure they got merit that's supposed to be, but when people got something in their head, they going to do it anyway. Like,
true. That's true.
I'm voting for Beyonce.
More often than not.
Yeah, I'm
more often than not. But I mean,
I
was happy to see it win it. And
I was great.
And I'm very happy to see.
It won a bad Grammy.
I thought I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I hadn't watched one in a long time because the last time I watched one, it was like that.
Yeah, it won a bad Grammy.
I thought it was decent. I thought the performances were nice. I watched your boy Shabuzi, man. Got a lot of respect. Yeah. And I like him. Yeah. And I really appreciate more black people becoming involved in country music.
Yeah, because it really
and getting some love.
Yeah.
Kane, what's his name? Kane. I can't think his last name, but I saw him New Year's Eve. They did
something for New Year's Eve.
Big country thing. Kane Brown, maybe. I can't think of his name.
But no, it was a
young guy.
It was a big night for black art. I ain't mad about it. It just always raised my eyebrow. It raised my eyebrows when Denzel won an Oscar for playing a gangster. He played all these super influential roles, and y'all gave it to him for Training Day. I like Training Day. Training Day is not one of his top 5 movies to me personally. You know what I'm saying?
It was okay, but yeah,
that motherfucker supposed to won for Malcolm X. Fuck out of here.
That's just what I was about to say. That was the performance.
Y'all gave it for Training Day, that's stepping out the box, making us look like they gave it to Halle, Best Actress on Monster Ball. That shit was terrible. She was a hype. Billy Bob Thornton hitting her and shit. Like, that's what y'all want to see and shit. Halle Berry got all these movies. Monster Ball ain't gonna never pop up on her greatest when you talk to people.
I was always very upset that Eddie Murphy didn't win.
That's what I'm saying.
For Dreamgirls.
That's what.
And Alan Arkin won for basically playing the same mean, angry old man that he played in every movie.
You know, I ain't no big no guy like that, but hey, it do raise my eyebrow and shit. Like Kendrick had to diss another black man, belittle him, call him pedophile, and then he got 5 Grammy. For that one song. He got it for that one song. He got 5 Grammy. Best rap song, best video, best this is what he had to do some controversial shit. and belittling each other to get the Grammy. Kendrick got so many great songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's just something I know. But no, I like the Grammys. And Doechii, she's a nice artist, man. I think she's gonna be big time. She was on the same label Kendrick Lamar was on, but Kendrick got his own label now. But they still cool. So they artists always push the envelope anyway. TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. But no, the Grammys it was good. Taylor Swift was jamming, man. She was up dancing all by herself all night with her red dress on.
Yep.
So it was pretty good.
Lady Gaga and
Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that Lady Gaga
didn't
when I
either.
first seen her.
I didn't either.
She always looks so different, man. Lady Gaga been around for a minute now.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice performance. It was a nice show. I thought it was a nice
2025 Grammy, Beyonce now they did good. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar did good. Doechii, congratulations to them people, man. I was proud. I ain't like Janelle Monáe rendition of Michael Jackson, so they could have got Chris Brown. I think they still fucking with Chris Brown. They still try to give him a hard time. Janelle Monáe, come on, man. They could have got Ciara to do it over Janelle Monáe because Ciara danced over too. You know?
Yeah.
So Mike was more of an entertainer than the singing. People looking for the moonwalking, the dancing more than anything. So, but no, other than that, I enjoyed it. Like you said, though, G-Ball. Hey, I was looking at my man Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. 50 Cent, something else, man.
Yeah, he kind of petty. He kind of petty.
50 Cent is when you talking about street code and Grammy, you gonna see his picture in the dictionary. I said them over 48 Law of Power. He the 50. He got 50. He had the new one 50. The 50 of Law of Power. He played. You better have a tight shit running with 50, because if he feel like you doing something he don't like, he gonna be on you. But yeah, he having a problem with the BMF. Did you see that? BMF, Big Meech, is a Black Mafia family.
Yep.
I mean, there's another problem I think in our community. I think we glorify motherfuckers like them too much.
Yeah, because that was a kind of popular show.
Yeah, he was a big time drug dealer, and people just, I don't know, they just so infatuated with him.
I think they started in Detroit.
Yeah, they from
and
Detroit, and then they spread it out
Atlanta.
everywhere. They moved to Atlanta, but then they had people here in Chicago. It grew big. That's why he got big like that. But so all of our people just like glorify him, and he's like this icon. So 50 Cent bought the rights to their story and hired his son to play him. His son was never an actor. 50 sent him in acting school. I think his son said for like a year and a half, like 5 days a week acting school. Had him acting, gave him a job. Show did pretty well in the urban community overall. It did numbers on Stars. And I said the first couple of seasons were pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? They started losing me a little bit, but it was pretty decent. So this guy, Lil Meech, it's just Big Meech's son. He's making money. Now his dad gets out. And 50 and Rick Ross, they got a trouble history where they be going back and forth. They don't really care for each other. I can't even tell you why, but they don't like each other. His dad gets out and decides to team up with Rick Ross. And now 50 don't want to deal with his son, Little Meech. He don't want to have him on the show. He took his text and put it out on social media. The boy trying to get some understanding, because like, man, you said he grew up in the suburbs. He don't know nothing about none of this street tactic shit y'all do. He's like lost. So what you think about that whole situation?
It's all silly and petty. I mean, I get 50 Cent's perspective that, he feel like he was wrong by Rick Ross and his crew and all that back in the day. I get it. At the same time, the boy daddy kind of foul. Because, like how do you not know this rift between them and you jumping out? So like, why would you come out and do something like that going against somebody who put your son on, to making some money and having some success, and are you that thirsty coming out of jail? Rick Ross seemed like he just kind of playing the game, just trying to just trying to throw some shit in the game.
Yep, that's how I took it.
And cause some confusion.
And you falling for it.
So he can laugh, and now here you are, fresh out of jail, tripping over yourself to hang out with Rick Ross, a former corrections officer.
Rick Ross is a drug dealer. What are you talking about? Rick Ross said he was the biggest guy in MIA.
Yeah, right. It just don't. It don't make sense.
The
only one who really
is the boy.
is the boy. He kind of on the outside.
He only 24. He's a kid.
Some grown ass.
All these guys 50. He's a kid. He's 24, and it give off to me big meat. Give off to me as selfish, man. Like, you care about yourself. You ain't, like you said, why would you even do that to your son? Anybody, other people would have fucked with Big Meech because that's all they been hollering since he been in jail. You ain't had to go fuck with Rick Ross and you know your son is doing business with this guy. It's giving selfish to me. It's giving like, well, that's his money. That ain't my money. I gotta get my own motherfucking money. It's giving selfish. Like, that's my son, man. I need my own money and shit. Fuck that. So, I would have never did that to my child and all that. But 50 was foul for putting his text up and telling him ain't no new seasoning. See, a lot of people got it wrong. Like, oh, how 50 wrong and all that. No, I'm not saying 50's wrong. I'm just saying the text you put up is wrong. You could have texted a young boy and told him, hey, your dad messing with somebody. I've been shot 9 times. I got PTSD. If you mess with my enemy, I'm cut off ties. That's it. He ain't had to put him on there. He put him on his face on other shit, making fun of him, put his text up. Ain't no more seasoning. And that's why I ain't like about 50 Cent. You got to grow up, man. You got to grow up. And then something else happened out there. Irv Gotti from Murder, Inc. was over to Ja Rule fame with Shanti. Did a lot of tracks for Jay-Z. He's like known in the hip-hop community. He passed away. 54 years old. Young guy. His health fell on him. He had diabetes. He had a couple strokes a couple months back then. He had another one. They saying he went on life support. He passed away. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. I don't like to see nobody lose their life. But him and 50, we already know they trouble history. They was behind him getting shot, 50 said. They think the guy who Irv Gotti and them fuck around with called Supreme from New York, they feel like he had something to do with 50 mother passing. So they got real beef. The Rick Ross shit, I don't really know. They got real. So when Irv Gotti passed, 50 got on his social media. I'm smoking the Irv Gotti pack. And, oh, man, I wish he would have had this show on guy. He just, like, making fun of him. And people like, oh, what he supposed to be sad and shit? No, he don't supposed to be sad. But I would have grew up that gangsters movie side is real gangsters. Now, me and G come in here on our enemy pad. We come in here at 5 all day. But that's what the new age kids do. They put the shit on social media and shit. 50 years old. You know what I'm saying?
It just seemed like they all too old and grown.
That's what I'm saying.
To still be on that silly shit like that. And he, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I got a couple grudges that I've been holding on to for 50 years, and I'm gonna keep holding on to them. But you ain't gotta let everybody know what you're thinking all the time. Like you said, you know, that don't make sense. Because everybody in the world already know y'all don't like each other. Cool. But, like, you know, to get all on social media and whatnot, I ain't really
I ain't the social media guy. And I'm younger than 50, but, I mean, that clout and shit, I ain't saying he need no money, but obviously he must like that clout and that shock value, but that ain't the way to get it. Because a lot of people who really respect 50 Cent didn't like that, and they spoke out like, that's like some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's low class.
Shit. That's a kid term. The new rapper, Chief Keef, came out with that. I'm smoking on that Tuka pack and shit. You 50 years old. You saying, you doing what the kids do and shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
you supposed to be leading the way.
Yeah. And like I said, now me and G give a hand closed door and we high five because when I ain't any pad, hey, so big. But when nobody, you ain't putting that out on social media. You ain't putting that in the air. You know what I'm saying? It gives off for the little Meech, like, I don't want to do business with people like that. That's what you do. Like, instead of talking to me like a man, that's what you do. And the Irv Gotti shit, it's the social media thing for me. People took it the wrong fucking way is what I got pissed off about. What he supposed to be? No, he not supposed to be sad or nothing, but he don't have to put, like you said, I grew up in an era where real G's moving south. You call yourself a gangster, right? You on here giving these people a show looking like a clown and shit. I don't know. I ain't respect
it. It just kind of make me kind of begin to think. So 50 Cent got a lot of people that don't like him.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he's showing you why.
The first thing people always say is, I see why they shot him 9 times when he do stuff like that. People be saying that. So, yeah, it just, I mean, you fell out with a guys you came into the game with, Lloyd Banks, and I mean, all that. You don't talk to them. You don't talk to Young Buck. You know what I'm saying? So you don't talk to your own son. See, first of all, that's always raised eyebrow with me. And it ain't the fact, 'cause these kids is a motherfucker too, G. The kids will piss you off. Like we said, motherfucker feel entitled. But once again, he took it to social media to belittle his son. It's your son. A lot of people don't talk to their kids, but they don't. You wouldn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? They say, man, when the last time you be like, man, I ain't talked to my mama in 6 years and shit.
That's nobody else's business.
Exactly. And then you always still want to leave that like this because you never know. It's my child. We might get back cool. So I never want to burn a total bridge with my child. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna get on social media. Oh, he listen to his mom and I ain't got shit. That's what he did with his own son. So you know he ain't gonna give a fuck about you. That you always gotta keep that in the back of your head. Cause 50's son got on Instagram after this shit with him and Lil Meech and laugh. Cause Lil Meech had 2 cents to put in when 51 fucking with his son. So now his son laughing like you thought you was different. And he's laughing at shit like you thought you was different.
Yeah, I mean, somebody told me, used to say years ago to me that your teeth and your tongue fall out every now and then with each other. So, you know, sometimes you fall out with the people that you close to. But then when you make it like this big public spectacle, you really take away that room
to get it back,
to get things back together. And he just more and more, the more stuff he's involved in, he just seemed like he a foul guy.
Oh, 50 street tactic, a grimy dude, man. 50 is grimy. Hey, go down below, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, comment. But 50 Cent is grimy. He showed it time and time again. Like I said, when you just disown your son and get on there and belittle him, belittle his mom, and all that on social media, I already know. If I do something with you, it'll be straight biz, and I'll never look at you like, oh, I'm special and I'm different. Nobody's special, different. That's what his son said. Like, you thought you was special. You're not special. But, yeah, rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. Irv Gotti was responsible for a lot of hits. He did a lot of stuff with Fat Joe, Jay-Z. He had the record label Ashanti. See, even him and Ashanti, you know, they had big riff-raff and shit the last few years. But she still made a long post. She made a classy post. She said, I know, man, you ain't been getting along the last couple years. But, you know, I know your family, I know your kids, and you put me in this position. I probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. It was a heartfelt post, even though they ain't even been getting along. But she like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. A lot of people probably wouldn't even know me if it weren't for this guy. So that's how you supposed to handle stuff like that. I ain't saying 50 supposed to make no post. He shouldn't have made no post. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't did shit for 50, but that's how you handle when you don't really talk to people like that. Like, yeah, we ain't talked like that in years, but it still shocked me to hear a motherfucker I ain't been talking to died and shit. Like, especially somebody I was with every day, making timeless music with, made millions with. I liked the Ashanti post, but Ashanti's always been a classy girl, though. So,
oh, yeah.
Rest in peace to Irv, man.
I ain't really sing that good, but yeah.
She ain't the best singer. They made good songs. That Irv Gotti, responsible for production. Irv Gotti, producers and stuff. So they was good.
I just saw a movie with her.
Which one?
Coach Carter.
She was in there?
Yeah.
I ain't seen Coach Carter in so long. The basketball with the basketball team, right?
She played like a little girlfriend in one of the plays.
I forgot Ashanti was in there. I gotta watch it again. I ain't seen Coach Carter in a year, but Ashanti, man, you know, of course she fine. They gonna go a long way. So they help the music sell. But her and Nelly married, so that's what it was about. Her gotta say you to fuck around with her, and it was just okay. You used to. That was 15 years ago, man. We keep talking about that shit. So they left fall now. But yeah, 50 Cent. Hey, you ever hear this, man? I love you as an artist in the business, man, but some of that stuff, man, you gotta chill out, bro. You can't be, putting all that stuff on social media, belittling that kid. Lil Meech is a kid. He's 24, man. He don't know the street tactic. You could have texted him. You could have even called him, man. And if you ain't want to fuck with him, I get you not want to fuck with him. Like G said, I get it. Totally. It's just the internet and all the other kid stuff. But yep. What about your girl? Who tried to get in the Lyft car, man? Big Mama. Lotto said, Lotto called herself Big Mama. Big Mama. But this girl is really the real Big Mama.
Ooh, Lord. Man. So, it's a sensitive subject. And I've seen the lots of.
Tell them, give them a backstory because a lot of people probably don't know.
So this young lady, she's a I guess a young and up and coming rapper.
She say she a rapper.
She said,
I mean, she put out some song. I don't know about up and coming, but go ahead.
she got to weigh 4 bills.
400 pounds.
She got to weigh 400 pounds. No less than 300, 350.
And what happened?
Called for a lift to come pick her up. Dude came, man, little super sub, compact little car. So, he gets out of the car. She's standing there. And right away, they kind of get into this discussion. He's like, no, you can't. So she had actually squirrels in the car.
Squirrels. That ain't even no word. What kind of shit? She had squirrels. So she actually.
She squeezed
But
in.
you shouldn't even have to squeeze in the car.
And so he was tripping. And he sounded like he was from somewhere. I don't know if he's African or what he was, but he had this kind of accent. So that just made it all sound real funny.
What'd he say, G?
He said, oh, no, you can't fit. And so they were going back and forth. She said, I can fit. I don't know what you're talking about. I can fit. It was funny. The whole discussion. They just going back and forth about whether she can fit. And so then she kind of got in the car, but then he was like, well, no, because the suspension and the sensors are going to go off. And
he told her the sensors going to go off.
Yeah, he was gone, man. He was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And so you can tell she get a little irritated. I don't have time. I got to get where I got to go. And let me put this stuff in the bag and let me go. He's like, oh, no. So they went back. So long story short, he didn't take her. And so she's suing Lyft. And so they had a picture showing her with these 2 lawyers standing behind her. So she's suing Lyft.
Hey, four bills, 400. That's a lot of weight on one side, man.
What was the joke you said my man said?
Oh, that was Scambone, a comedian from here. He said, I work for Lyft, not forklift.
So, you got this internet battle between
if he was right or if it was right
and,
at right or
so
wrong.
he had a camp who the internet influencers, the overweight influencers, talking about how unfair the world is, and that the world ain't built for big people like that, and so that's part of it. Then you got other people like, man, she needs to lose some weight, and that she's setting a horrible example for everybody. So, I mean, my perspective is this. Like, I get everybody needs to have a positive self-image of themselves, because it sounds very counterintuitive, but in order to make big changes in your life, you have to be cool with yourself where you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're hating yourself where you are,
no, you can't hate
you put too much pressure on yourself, and so now, any journey like to lose 50, 100, 200 pounds, that's a lot, and that's a huge journey with a lot of ups and downs, and so you have setbacks, and so when you have those setbacks, if you don't already have in the back of your mind a positive image of yourself, makes you give up, and you lose focus. So I get people need to make peace with where they are with themselves, but at the same time, you can't point out an example of somebody that size where it don't end in bedridden, you get so big, the fire department got to cut a wall out of your house.
And it sounds like a joke, but that be happening.
And that be happening. It's a whole show on TV about people with these who become morbidly obese.
600-pound life.
Yeah, and people strokes and heart attacks, bad. So
from a health perspective, you looking at it like it's just not.
Yeah,
good.
It's just not good, and it's just not a good example to be out here
pushing
and it just don't work, and there's nobody out there that'll tell you it will. Oh, you can be healthy for a minute or two, but when you're talking about you can carry that kind of weight in your 30s and in your 40s, and maybe some people into their 50s, but at a certain point, there's a breaking point, and your body gonna start failing.
Yeah, because your body is similar to. I always equate the human body to a car. So it's like a car, like it's getting older. The parts are getting worse, and like he said, you letting all this weight on it. Now your heart ain't pumping strong as it was when you was 20. Now you got all this fat around it. It's trying to pump, and sooner or later, when people have heart attacks, like you said, have diabetes, and I agree with you, G. You gotta, you can't beat yourself up all the time, but you have to work towards better. I like this saying, I ain't where I want to be, but I ain't where I was at either. So you progress, like, you know what I'm saying? You lose 10, you got to, like G said, your knees. You can't handle that when you get older, man. You might make it, like G said, 40 feet, but you're going to have some health problems sooner or later, and they're going to quake. When you go to the doctor, for those of you who do go to the doctor, motherfuckers don't go to the doctor. The doctor will always tell you, hey, you need to lose weight. That's the first thing they do when you go in there. They weigh you, and they do the other, take your vitals. That's like the first thing they do when you go to the doctor. That's vital. So what you had dropped off in your car, though?
If I had a little bitty ass car like that, it's questionable. All I drive is trucks.
Right.
So, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But I see my man's point, but at the end of the day, his car probably would have been fine.
For a little while, she's tripping.
She in it for a little while. Yeah, he was kind of tripping.
But like you said, people want to like, oh, that's wrong. But no, you need to lose some weight. So could it go like, you need to lose some weight, and then Uber got like 4 options on that. So why would you? See, you bringing this attention to yourself anyway, cause first thing I'm gonna do, if I'm 400, no way I'm finna call it. I don't want to be embarrassed, motherfucker. Out here watching me get in the car, and like you said, I'm squeezing this shit.
That car, it was a little car. That car would fit in this room we in.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but like I said, she had gotten in. Now, I will say this: they had closed the door. See,
he probably would have had to close.
We laughing, and so we gonna catch some heat. Watch.
Hey, we don't.
Because we not supposed to.
Hey, we don't mean.
But that shit is funny.
I don't mean it, man.
And then she tripping. Now she want to sue and whatnot. And now you making your trying to make your name known as being this big girl rapper.
Yeah, you don't want your name known.
And so now, but this kind of shit that come with it.
Dude. Hey, the criticism come with it too. When you get on the plane, that make you about 2 seats. You 400.
And it's a girl now who
400. You ain't getting 1 seat.
Making these videos about the airline, how they need to have more accommodations for big people and whatnot. And the airline, they ain't really saying
they don't
nothing.
care. The airline don't
like,
fuck.
Yeah, all right. Man, the airline's
you gonna buy another seat, bro.
Airline been trying to squeeze more seats on them planes for 50 years.
And the way they going down lately, they don't need no more pay. We need you right around this motherfucker. Like said, motherfucker go probably get back. Well, we love all people. I see a lot of. I always say it like this, man.
Some big girls.
I see some bigger. Yeah, they chunky, and I see some of them be fine, but the end all be all when it comes to health, like G said, need to lose weight from a health perspective. Like I said, when you go to get your checkups at your physical, that's the first thing they do. They weight you, and the doctors, they be getting a little funny. Oh, you gained more weight than last time and shit.
Yeah, I had to get on my doctor a couple of weeks ago. I had to go for the issue I was having. So I got on the scale. I remember what the scale said when I weighed for my physical last year. Yeah. I'm heavier. So, she was talking about the issue and all that. I'm like, yeah, so you had mentioned that the fact that I gained some weight since last year. Oh, well, you're not like obese or anything.
No, yeah, let me hear.
She's like, you're overweight, but, you're... I'm like, yeah, but you supposed to say something to me.
Tell me. You're supposed to tell me that
She looked at me, she got a laugh. She's like, all right, well, don't worry, next time.
That's how I'm going to tell you.
Let you know for real.
I was trying to take it out. But yeah, it's from a health perspective. You ain't even no big guy. You telling you overweight. You not big at all. So now you was 400. How is that healthy? It's not healthy. Man, so, and I guess my man said it wasn't healthy for his car. So he like, fuck that.
I got too much vanity, man. I got too much vanity. I done spent too much money on clothes.
Right, you ain't trying to get like that. Nah, just from a health perspective. We got people in our families and stuff that they need to lose weight. Shit, it is what it is. Family, man, and he just talking about
diabetic.
Yeah. It brings on too many fucked up issues. You know what I'm saying? It brings on too many fucked up issues. You won't have that. And like I said, lyft, I'm sorry, Uber. I know that one y'all don't want that bad publicity. Lyft, they give you options to get different cars. You know what I'm saying? They give you options to get bigger cars and all of that because they know some people are big. They have this for a reason. So you trying to save a couple bucks and fuck up my car. Fuck that. You better get you a bigger car.
But it just leads to a whole bigger discussion.
You fucked up.
And how tripped out the world is. So as a country, we like the most overweight country in the world.
We are.
And within this overweight country, it's certain states that like are just way off the hook. You know, some of the couple of Midwestern states.
Yeah, you get like New Orleans, all that good ass food and shit.
States down south.
Yeah.
I was watching a little documentary. I think it's a few years old now. And this young lady, and she was kind of, like in middle school, grammar school, something like that. And, she was battling weight issues as a child, 14, 15 years old. And she decided that she realized that the food that they served at the cafeteria at school was terrible.
Yeah. So
she went on this campaign to add a salad bar to the cafeteria.
I mean, yeah.
And it was grown ass people
crying,
complaining like, why in the world would you want to do that? Like,
why would you complain about that? Why the fuck would you complain
make sense?
That they got salads in the school? Like, why would you complain about that?
You can't even make that make sense.
That don't even make sense. Like, why would you complain to salad? And you know our people, they got a big thing of making fun when people trying to eat healthy. You making fun of me because I'm eating healthy? How the motherfucker Gio here eating like a rabbit and shit. Yeah, look at your big old ass. Yeah, that's why I'm eating like a rabbit, motherfucker. I have my steak I'm a big moderation guy. I have my steak every now and then, but you can't eat that shit every day. You can't eat fried chicken every day. Can't eat steak. Can you eat it, treat yourself? Yeah, some of that got the proteins and got the vitals you need, and you can treat yourself. But you think you're going to be sitting back eating steak and fried chicken every day and ain't nothing going to happen. You got another thing coming.
Man, I remember one time, it's been a few years now, and usually I don't be messing with these young cats too much out in public.
You better not, shit. Crazy.
But I was like at a hot dog spot in the neighborhood, and this young boy there, we got to talking. He was, I forgot what he had ordered, but his partners had ordered like pizza puffs and some other shit.
You ordered some healthier shit then.
He's like, man, yeah, I be trying to tell him, they don't need to be.
And he was a young guy,
He's
too.
a young dude. And he was slim and whatnot, and a couple of them was a little chunky and whatnot. Yeah. He's like, I be telling me you don't need to be eating this bullshit,
man.
Eat that
shit every day.
He's like, but,
Yeah, it tastes good.
He said, man, I start my day. He said, I eat oatmeal. Every morning with this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I said, man, how you get in there? He's like, I forgot what he said. Somebody, his family or something was kind of eating healthy and eating vegetables and whatnot. He said, yeah, this shit is cool. He said, but I be wanting to eat this shit every day. He's like, man, and then he say, all they got to do is put pizza in front of it and everybody want to eat it.
Right,
like,
piece of roll, piece of pup, piece of slice.
Yeah. So, when we was leaving, they was in the car. And I was like, hey, man, y'all fellas, because, he's out there in the streets a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell.
I say, man, y'all be careful out here. I say, hey, man, y'all need to listen to your boy because y'all don't want to be my age and then be trying to have that discussion with yourself.
And it's hard to get that shit off.
It's too late.
The older you are, the harder it is to get off, too. That shit don't go nowhere, man. But, the Lyft drive, it's funny, and it ain't funny. That lady couldn't get in the Lyft because it's embarrassing to her. Health-wise, she need to get her health in. And I'm sure the Lyft, that's bad publicity for them. They don't like it. So, NRB, y'all need to get y'all health together.
Our girl Mona says she hopes she win.
She hopes she win. Oh, she says, I ain't even see what Mona. She hopes. Hey, I ain't mad at Lyft. Got a bunch of money. Fuck it. Get the money. But you're going to be known as the fat girl who sued Lyft. Shit. That's going to be your title.
But, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's just like, where does it stop? So now this girl, she big. Stomach hanging all down,
You gonna get it, motherfucker. They gonna get you.
Then next thing you know, she gonna be talking about she want a dude and how. Okay, but then, but now it's dudes.
I like girls like
dudes
that. Some
into
dudes
that.
Like, but your options ain't heavy, you know that. But it's dudes.
It's probably 2 or 3 of them in your that you might be in contact with, and they messing with all the big girls.
Oh shit!
So you gotta watch them.
But
then, like you had to do.
Oh, she definitely gonna get somebody to get that
dude,
money.
He's sitting on stage with the oxygen bottle.
Oh
and
yeah,
whatnot. Like,
yeah.
Like, come on,
He
man.
was performing here in Chicago. He from Minnesota though. I can't think of his name.
Not.
He had the purple. He can't perform, and he talking about he can't put the cup down. Lean. That's what the song is about. But you need to put everything down. Shit.
I was watching my 600 Pound Life. And, the doctor who do the surgery, Dr. Nazardin or something like that. But they call him Dr. Now. And so this chick, she's sitting in there. She hitting him on a scale at 500 pounds. And she talking about, I've been investigating, trying to eat more vegetables. And, because I'm a really picky eater. He said 600 pounds. You ain't no picky
ain't
eater.
Shit picky about you. You just want to know which one you finna eat. That's pick. Hey, gee, she the pick. Like, give me that one. Give me that one. Hey, that's what kind of picky eater she is. They forget what kind of picky we talking about. A picky eater is give me one and now point at it. Pick that one. Pick that one. Pick that one.
They had like the split screen.
They had his face.
And they showed when he said that. And she looking at him. I was like, damn, Doc, you wrong for that.
She a picky eater, yeah. Give me one of them, pick that.
Like,
but now, get your health together, though, man. We ain't finna be talking about these people all day.
Make fun of the fat people, man. They ain't gonna be tripping. They gonna be mad at us.
Once again, man, go down below, subscribe, comment, like. G Dilla crazy, man. This is my man, $100,000, man. You know that, but
man, this the truth, man.
What about the goddamn NBA trades before the deadline, man? You think them trades? Luka Doncic for AD. That blew my mind. That blew my mind.
Another one that's gonna be wild to see is Jimmy Butler and Golden State.
You know what I said, right? I'm taking bets, man. About next All-Star break, him and Draymond they ain't gonna be. What you think? Jimmy Butler went to Golden State.
I think they'll be all right.
I don't know. Jimmy Butler, Diva, and Draymond, that motherfucker. I don't think they gonna last, but hey, they can.
Do you like? Because I really like Wiggins a lot, and he left, but Wiggins just seemed like he was never able.
He never materialized how
he was never really able to regain his focus. Because it was such a breath of fresh air when he first went to Golden State. Yeah. And he was playing so well, but then all that personal life stuff hit, and that just seemed like that.
He still never just lived up to number one pick hype. Like he never played up to. He's solid though. Andrew Wiggins is solid. But do you think that pushed the needle for Golden State? How good you think they're gonna be with Jimmy Butler? Like, I mean, you think that takes them back deep in the playoffs?
I think it gives them some grunt. It gives them some aggressiveness.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think that was
Jimmy Butler feisty. Yeah,
I think that was the biggest thing with Wiggins was that he's a very slick player and smooth and can really.
Oh, now he ain't gonna get down dirty.
But he wasn't no real aggressive. He wasn't super aggressive all the time. And I just kind of think, although I don't know if Butler's shooting is good enough for them. If he's gonna.
They got the best shooter in the fucking world on that though.
Yeah, but they kind of need like that. Wiggins kind of went on his good nights. He really served to take some of that pressure off of Steph, and kind of had that defense shade to him a little more.
Okay.
To me, that's what I always felt. But we'll see. But the big deal is that man, Luka for AD.
Luka for AD. That I thought that was a rumor when I first said that. It came across like my phone. I looked. So I got to Googling right away. I went on Sports Center, and I was like, oh, this shit real. It's like middle of the night and shit, like 10 o'clock on a Saturday. And, man, they talking about Luka Doncic for 8 a.m. I'm like, what? Like,
and that's like what people have just been like, how did this deal go down? Nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
And the only explanation that I saw that made sense was I saw B.J. Armstrong, who you could definitely, who's an agent in the game now and played for a long time. He said that went down. That was an owner-to-owner deal.
You know it's an owner. You ain't.
And that nobody in either one of them organizations.
So can nobody talk him out of it?
Had anything to do with that. So I don't know if it's some personal shit that went on with one of these owners and a player or what. But
that was a big trade. Who you think won that trade?
in the short term, man, it's kind of hard to say because I watched Dallas play the other night and AD didn't even suit up.
Nah, he ain't
And
super.
they blew Boston out.
Yeah, I seen that too.
They beat Boston to death.
Klay Thompson had like 20 in the first quarter. I seen that.
But you can't rely on him to keep doing that. I mean, I think just because of the youth factor, if nothing else, you got to say that in the long term, particularly that LA won that battle.
Right. Yeah.
Luka a
is
top
a
5
generation.
player.
Yeah, he's a top 5.
AD has top 5 skills, but he ain't got top 5 age.
Yeah, top 5. Now, yeah. AD. I think
And,
he's like
and,
33.
and he's had
he got a bunch of injuries.
hurt. He's been hurt.
I mean, Luka's injured now, but Luka's 25, and like you said, he's like a top. Luka get top 5, like you said. He arguably Luka's top. He went to the finals last year. A year removed from the finals, y'all trade him. Like it's something very personal. I think, like you said, in the short term for sure. In the long term for sure, the Lakers won. They got a 25-year-old all-star point perennial superstar, MVP candidate type guy. At 25, you can beat that with a stick, a baseball bat, a pole, nothing. But in the short term, Dallas, if AD suits up how he should and don't be injured all the goddamn time. Sometimes I be mad and embarrassed to say from Chicago because he's so goddamn soft at times, getting injured all the time. But if he suits up, now he can play the 4 how he been begging to play. Because Dallas got Linky, they got Gafford, they got Lively. They got shooters. They got Kyrie. They got the pieces. PJ Waller, they got the pieces if they healthy. So in the short term, I think they won. Because the Lakers still got a lot of shit to do with their team. They like missing a lot of pieces still.
Like I can't deny that Luka is a transformational talent. Excuse me. However, I'm not a huge fan of his style of play.
Why not?
Slow the game, make the game too slow. To me, I like a higher paced game, and sometimes I often had the impression that he had to keep the game slow because he wasn't in shape.
I know he ain't fast. I mean that's the same shit with Jokic and shit. Them guys they gonna make a slower paced game.
Jokic is a little different. I mean he a big guy,
but he don't got the ball.
The work that he's putting in down low is a little bit different. At the same time,
Luka point guard.
At the same time, Jokic, he pushes the ball out. He rebounds well, and he pushes the ball out to gain advantage, getting up the floor. Luka always wants to slow the ball down and dribble the ball up, and walk the ball up and dribble the ball up. I like teams that get out and go.
But
I like high pace.
I ain't gonna lie.
But he a hell of a
10
player.
out of 10 times, if I was the Lakers, I would have made that trade.
I think the people who say that, who seem to have questions as to whether he and LeBron are gonna be able to play together, I think they crazy.
They gonna have a learning curve, but remember him and Kyrie was terrible when they first got together, and then they started figuring it out. So they gonna have a learning curve.
And this is what I told somebody the other day. So the argument is that they both need the ball a lot.
It's the same way with Kyrie and him.
But the problem for LeBron is he don't mind giving the ball up.
Oh, you know LeBron don't care.
If somebody good with the ball, but if you shitty with the ball,
he want the ball.
And Kyrie was shitty with the ball, and the ball stopped when it get to him, and he gonna shoot. He played 10 games or something, got 1 assist.
Kyrie, he has got much better with that.
He's got better for sure. Better. His game has evolved.
Yeah.
But that's LeBron.
But LeBron,
you got to be able to get the ball where it needs to go.
I agree with you, though. I don't think LeBron never have a problem getting it. I think he's going to let Luka start breaking up. Like you said, he might tell him at times, push it. Because, LeBron, he do that. He's he's a coach on the court and shit. So I can see him telling what you said, like, Luka, just look up. Like, look up the court. Like you said, Jokic do. Jokic grab the rebound, he look up the court. Luka just dribble, like you said.
That'll benefit Luka because that'll get easy baskets.
Yeah, take a lot
to
of
where
pressure
he ain't
got
to drag his big ass across half court.
But Luka is a generational talent. Don't get me wrong. That motherfucker 25. It seems like that motherfucker, he's still a fucking kid. And that motherfucker, man, he can get to wherever he want to go. He can score every which way. He's actually, his big ass, good rebounder. You know what I'm saying? So him and LeBron both gonna be rebounding. They both can handle the ball. No, in the long term, it's gonna work. They went and got the big man, but they need another big man. I think they should call Dwight Howard. Shit, bring him off the bench. They need another big man. And they need I think they need another shooter, a pure shooter, like you said. They got Austin Reed. They traded the young white boy they got. I ain't like that one.
I didn't like that either.
But they traded him down Dalton Connect. He was a shooting motherfucker too. So now they really just got Austin Reeves that's like a shooter. Them other guy they shoot Vanderbilt. Rui, he can hit sometime, but they need another shooter and another big man.
Yeah, if they had been able to keep Dalton Connect, that really would have been nice.
Yeah. I thought Austin Reeves was gonna get out of there. I thought they were gonna trade him, but I'm glad they kept him. You know what I'm saying? But I was surprised when I seen Dalton Connect. I was like, damn, you're a rookie too. I thought they were gonna keep him.
That boy can hoop.
Yeah, Dalton Connect can hoop. But now the Lakers won. Like just long term, thinking future they won. But Dallas, they got some pieces where they can compete now. If AD and them stay on the court, they definitely can compete. Because he been begging to play the four for a long time. He feel like he ain't no center. Because he don't want to bang, of course, but he can play. He definitely playing the four now with Daniel Gafford now. So
and for Dallas, one thing about it, as good as Luka is, they got a really good record without him.
Oh yeah, but Luka is Luka. I mean,
so in the short term, they'll be fine.
They'll be
and
right.
And AD will give them something that they need to compete in the West. Because when you look at like OKC, they big, man.
Yeah, when they come back, they got Hardenstein, Chet Holmgren now.
Holmgren just came back. He just came back the other night and looked nice. Yeah.
Oh, OKC, and they young.
Holmgren is so slim.
Yeah, he's slim. But that's why they went and got Hardenstein.
And he just the injury he just had. He had like a broken hip or something.
Slim dude. He could hoop, but he's a slim dude, man. When you get to banging and all that. But yeah, the NBA trade deadline was crazy. You got Jimmy Butler, Golden State. I never thought I'd seen that. But he played with Mike Dunleavy with the Bulls. So Mike Dunleavy, when they got him, he's the general manager. And so they got that relationship. That might be good that he already know Jimmy and they have this relationship. But I mean, it can work. I just know him and Draymond, and they tight. But a lot of other trades happened. De'Aaron Fox went to San Antonio. I think that was a big one. Yeah, I think that was a Nike. And he's from Texas. He's a Texas kid with Wemby. I think that was a nice move. Who else? Somebody else got traded that's a name unknown. But them were like the top ones, though.
Yeah.
Butler, Fox, and Luka, man. And then can nobody believe the Luka with the Anthony Davis trade. But yeah, we'll see how it work out, man. It's always a learning curve when you get new people. People you to think you can really put names on the paper and it work. It just don't work like that. It takes time. So soon Luka play and they don't remember, that was a bad trade. Motherfucker, he played 2 games. I hate when people say shit like that.
LeBron is a thinker. And
LeBron probably got one of the best IQs I ever seen in sports.
And he gonna figure it out.
Oh yeah, he gonna figure it out.
And Luka,
it's too much.
Luka's not a selfish guy.
Nah, he let Kyrie come over there.
So he game recognized game.
It'll work in the long run. In the long run, when it come down to it, people gonna be saying it's unfair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how many more years LeBron got. He playing good, but he is 40. So
sometimes I think guys kind of use it as an excuse that they got to figure it out. Oh, we got to figure it out. Because I couldn't understand how Damon Lillard and the Greek Freak and Giannis how
they struggling. How?
I don't get it.
Still be struggling to me.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, I don't like it. It still be struggling. I don't like Milwaukee like that.
They got rid of Middleton. That's right.
They got rid of Chris Middleton. Who did they get?
I don't remember who they got. I just remember.
They got Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma. That's a nice move for them.
That's a nice move. No, because Middleton been hurt. Been hurt a lot.
He just not the
Middleton
same
was
player.
super smooth, but yeah, once he started getting he was big for that championship they won. He definitely was. But yeah, I think Kyle Kuzma was a nice move. Middleton's been injury prone. And Kyle Kuzma's younger too, I think. But yeah, that's the NBA trades, man. Tomorrow, man. Today is Saturday, but tomorrow we got the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Pat Mahomes, he going for a 3-peat. It's never been done, man. Never been done. What you think? Who you got, man? It come on tomorrow, y'all, so we'll talk about it when we come back up. We don't know who won now.
Man, I think Philly got the better team. But at the same time, it's hard to bet against Mahomes, man. It's just hard.
That's how I feel, man.
It's just hard.
I like to see the 3-peat like you said, but I like Jalen Hurts. I like Saquon. I won't be mad. Whoever wins, first of all, I got me some squares. So if I win, I don't give a fuck who wins. know what I'm saying?
But it's strength against strength.
I can't bet against Mahomes, though.
Philly play a lot of zone defense, and Kansas City kill zone defense.
Oh, that's Pat Mahomes. You can't sit back in a fucking zone. You got to get
Travis
to him.
Kelce. Travis Kelce was garbage most of the year. But you know,
this that time.
It's because he old.
He pacing himself. He know how to pace himself, too.
That's how I kind of felt this.
Yeah,
when I watched the first game of the season, I was like, oh, see,
he pacing himself.
He's taking it easy.
But you know he going to lay it all out.
He just trying to stay in
Super
shape.
Bowl, yeah. You know he going to lay it all out.
And stay healthy.
Then they got he still got some big play. He's older too, DeAndre Hopkins, but DeAndre Hopkins was a bad boy once upon a time. So look for him to make some big plays. He ain't never won a Super Bowl.
D-Hop was one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, he was top 3 for years and shit.
He came to the team with kind of like mid-season or late in the season. He's
capable.
He got
He's
hands.
capable. He's capable, man. They got that young boy.
He's kind of been in the game.
Yeah.
They
got that young speedster, the fastest guy they said at the combine, Worthy.
Yep.
And he had a big game in the AFC Championship game. Yeah. But I would love to see Saquon or Jalen Hurts win, man. I like both of them brothers. Yep. Saquon had a hell of a year. Me personally, I think he should have won MVP, but it's kind of quarterback driven. They gave him Offensive Player of the Year, but they gave MVP. I think that motherfucker could have broke Eric Dickerson record if they wanted to play him. But the ultimate goal to get Super Bowl. He in the Super Bowl now.
Yeah,
so.
I think he probably agreed with the team. The team probably didn't want him because I think
that's what they said.
Nursing a couple of injuries. Plus, he playing one extra game.
I'm sure Eric Dickerson played 2 extra games though when he broke it. See, people don't be saying that he played extra games
sure did.
too.
He played 2 extra games because
he played extra games when he broke it. So that's what I be saying. They be saying that in the same sense, like that motherfucker play. But no, I'm sure if Saquon Barkley had to trade, you got a chance to go break the record, or you for sure gonna be in the Super Bowl. I'm sure he'll probably take the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
Super Bowl is big.
Because he was kind of nursing a little calf injury.
Super Bowl is big. Oh, he been showing his ass though. That motherfucker show his ass all year, man. That motherfucker been showing his ass. We knew he was there. He was just with a shitty ass organization.
Man, when he broke that first run against Washington, I was like, uh oh. But now that being said, somebody was saying like the previous time they had played, he early had like a bunch of yards real early, and then they kind of shut it.
They kind of did that
shut
again.
him down the second time.
Yeah,
but
they kind of. But the play he broke, it was like it set the pace though.
But yeah, and just the Philly's ground attack just overall is superior.
Let me tell you how Philly gonna win this game, this Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, he don't throw no interception. He's got to be accurate tomorrow in that Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
cause Andy Reid now they had 2 weeks to prepare. They ain't finna let Saquon go off like that. They finna watch him. They gonna watch. So Jalen Hurts is the key. He got to have a big game because they gonna put him in the box. Saquon's been going too much crazy. They can't let him get crazy like this. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna make Jalen Hurts a passer. You know what I'm saying?
Hurts had a good game the last time.
They gonna make him a passer. Watch what I tell you.
But he did make a mistake or two.
You can't turn that ball over. You Jalen Hurts, he gonna have the big game. Cause they ain't gonna let Saquon go crazy like that. You can't.
Kansas City, all year they just have not looked like a Kansas City team offensively.
Won. They crazy.
And they won, but not like in the playoffs. They've been scoring.
Yeah.
They know what it takes to win. They hadn't been scoring 30 points a game all season.
Man, they won so many one possession games all year and shit. And then people talk, the ref to help you win 15 games. It could have really been 16. They set all the starters out the last game. They lost 2 games the whole year. More about the ref. No, the motherfuckers know how to win. When it's time to win, they know how to pull it out. And another thing, Philly, they need to go up about 12, 13 points, man. You can't. We already know you played a close game down the stretch. Your ass dead. Fucking with Mahomes, man. They don't. You got to get up. You got to get up. It's vital that Philly score some points early, man. They need to get up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep.
I can't bet against Mahomes. I wouldn't be mad whoever win because he has said history. I like Mahomes. I ain't got nothing against him either. I ain't got nothing against him. I like them all. But like I said, I got some football squares. So if I win, I don't give a fuck who win. But I'm going to be watching, man. I'm going to be watching. But if I had to put my money, I got to put my money on Mahomes, man. He like prime Tom Brady. He like prime Joe Montana. I got to put my money on him. Shit.
Yeah, I was primed to sit home and fall asleep on the game at the house. And one of my homies called me. He's like, yeah, man, we going to be.
You going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going. I tried to get the old lady to go with me, but she's like, she didn't want no parts of it.
Maybe sometimes it's better, man. Get over there and ruin the game for you. Shit, like, I should have left your ass at home.
Nothing else to give me an excuse to leave early.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be cool because, it's my man and whatnot. And then his girl, who's a friend of mine also. It's going to be nice. It's going to be fun.
Well, yeah, man, we ain't going to hold y'all all day. We'll be back to see after who won the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it, elaborate on that more. But, I got a couple words. What you got words for the people, G. Dillon?
Man, it's just love yourself, love one another. Just relax, everybody chill. I know we can. It's some trying times right now, and
2025 came in rough.
Just calm down. It seems like shit that got so wild, planes falling out the sky.
Oh man,
like damn, what's up? Man? Yeah, but man, and thoughts and prayers, man. All the people affected by these airlines, because there's another crash like in Alaska. Like 9 or 10 people.
They said a plane missing. Like, I don't know what kind of politics they showed
some planes bumping each other.
In Atlanta.
Yeah,
it's Atlanta airport. Go ahead, G.
So yeah, everybody just needs to chill out and relax, man, and let's just make an effort, even more of an effort to be nice to one another and be nice to people out here, and we'll all make it through just fine.
Calm down.
Have a little patience, and and just live your life and do your thing. Grind like you've been grinding, and those who made the decision to do what they did, they gotta live with that. They gotta live with their decisions just like everybody else. So, and I think some of them are starting to see that, and. This like they say, this defined our part. And so, you got people out here complaining because things ain't going like they thought they were going to go, or the things that were said, they didn't think were going to happen to them, or they didn't mean me. No, they meant you. You just too stupid to know. You just too stupid and arrogant to understand the difference, and to know what people really think of you. Like somebody said, don't nobody want to be the nigga, and that's really what a lot of it boils down to. And whether you think you're a nigga, or I think you're a nigga, if that motherfucker in charge think you're a nigga, guess what?
That's what you is.
So and I don't even know why I'm going this far because this ain't no political show, but it's just a lot of stuff that's going on and. I don't even really watch too much news.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Because it's silly. It's gonna be silly and I don't know. I'm still working on getting my passport.
But yeah, I mean, man, I just got a couple words for the people. One, take care of y'all health, man. Take care of your health. Like I said, I equate the human body to car form. It gives what you give it. You put good in it. It give you good back. You pour bullshit gas in your car and bullshit shit in your body, that's what you're going to get, a raggedy running ass car and body. So take care of yourself, man. Don't be trying to say we fat shaming or something because you got 500 pounds. No, take care of yourself. Take some accountability. Lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get some life insurance. I'm big on that. Just like G always say, spread love, man. Just spread love, man. Love. Only thing conquer hate is love, man. We need to love each other more, spread love, stop talking about it and belittling one each another. And when the next man you think doing better than you financially fall down, you cheering it and championing it. You got to stop doing that. And we all got to level up and be together and spread love, man. I ain't got too much else to say. Hey, with that being said, me and G Dillon is out of here.